Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just playing some D3 today. Main reason I'm doing this stream is I kind of wanted to document this build that I've been working on. I want to see how far I can push it, and maybe get some people who are actually good at this game to pick up the build and kind of show me what it can actually do. If anybody's interested in the build itself, I'll throw a link up in chat, or in the description actually, of this stream. Alright, so I want to talk about the build really quick, just give an overview so that I have it in this video. So it's kind of a different take on the Bone Storm Necromancer. The big difference that is that I'm using Reinhardt. So I'm using this paired with Land of the Dead, Frozen Lands, which freezes all enemies within the Land of the Dead periodically, and then using that to trigger the 10,000 weapon damage from Reinhardt. So the reason I'm kind of doing this is because I feel like this build can be very similar to the Archon, Lightning Archon wizards with the Mana of Heal. So I think that this has a lot of potential. I'm kind of testing it to see how it does, hopefully to get some exposure, and then get some bigger people to actually try, like people that are actually competitive and good at this game. Because you'll probably see I'm not the greatest player, and I'll probably make mistakes and screw stuff up, but whatever. So that's the big thing. So I'm going to go over, so we're running 6 at Anarius, which increases your bone armor damage by 1000%, grants an additional 2% damage reduction per enemy hit, and your bone armor also activates a swirling tornado of bone, damaging nearby enemies for 7,500 weapon damage, and increases the damage they take from the Necromancer by 2,750. So that's all damage I deal gets increased by that 2,750%, as long as the enemy is within my Bone Storm. So like I said, we're using the Reinhardt to get the 20% chance on hit to instantly deal 10,000% weapon damage as cold to enemies that are frozen. Then we're using the Lost Time. We're using this for cold skills reduce the movement speed of enemies by 30%. In addition, your movement speed is increased by 4% for 5 seconds, maximum of 5 stacks. This can actually go all the way up to 5%, so that you could get 25% additional movement speed. We're running Crispin Sentin. You deal 99% increased damage against slowed enemies and triple that bonus against enemies afflicted by other types of control impairing effects. So we'll get the triple bonus while Land of the Dead is active. I'm running Go Gaka Swiftness in this. Bone Storm actually triggers stacks of Gogek, so every time the Bone Storm deals damage or does its tick of damage from the Bone Armor, it'll give me a stack of this so that I can stack it up to that max 15 stacks and get the 15% cooldown reduction so that I can cast Army of the Land of the Dead more often. For Belt, we're on Dayteen's Binding. You get an additional 48% damage reduction when there is an enemy afflicted by your Decrepify. So this is just survivability to make us, live longer. We are running Decrepify, and we'll talk about the skills a little more later. Ancient Parthenon's Defender, each stunned enemy within 25 yards reduces your damage taken by 12%. This can be better, a better roll. I think it's actually the lowest roll I can get on the damage reduction, but it's the only one I got right now in the season, so we're going to keep using it. So this combo is both using our Bone Spike, Sudden Impact, which will stun, and the freeze of Bone Armor, or not Bone Armor, Land of the Dead will also trigger this. Even though it says stunned, the coding in the game, Frozen is considered stunned, so it will proc off of the Frozen as well. And then for our other ring and next slot, we're running the Traveler's Pledge Compass Rose combo. It's pretty standard. It's just one of the best necks in the game in combo with the ring. So while moving, damage taken is reduced by up to 50%, and while standing still, damage dealt is increased by up to 100%. In this, we're running Gem of Infectious Toxin. Before Myrne was run, and I'll probably test with Myrne as well. Right now, I'm running Gem of Infectious Toxin. This poison all enemies hits for 3,400 weapon damage over 10 seconds. All enemies you poison take 10% increased damage from all sources and deal 10% less damage. So I'm running it both for AoE damage and for that increased damage and the damage reduction. I felt that the 10% less damage from this and the 10% increased damage from all sources would make up, and for it always being active, would make up for the 3% max life healing from Myrne and help. It's not as much damage as Myrne does, but it's dealing it to everything instead of just the one targeted smites. So I think that this is a better option, but we'll find out. I could be wrong. And for the last gem, I'm running Bane of the Trapped. It's pretty standard in every build to run Bane of the Trapped. So it increases damage against enemies under control impairing effects by 24% at the rank I have, and I gain an aura that reduces movement speed of enemies within 15 yards by 30%. So that just synergizes with the other stuff I'm doing. So we'll talk about skills really quick. So I'm running Bone Spike, Sudden Impact. Summon Bone Spikes from the ground, dealing 100% weapon damage as physical. Bone Spike stuns enemies for 1 second. So I can reliably stun stuff, A, to take less damage, and to trigger the reduction of damage that I'm taking. And then I'm running Bloodlust Potency. This is so that I can move around. I'm actually thinking I'm going to switch this. I was looking at this earlier. I think I'm going to be running Bloodlust Metabolism. I'm using Metabolism, which increases the health cost, which kind of stinks, but it provides an additional charge, so I can use it twice in quick succession if I need to, even though it has a higher health cost. But the higher health cost also synergizes with my Blood is Power passive, which we'll talk about in a second. So I'm running Decrepify, Borrowed Time. I know a lot of people also run Dizzying Curse on this, which periodically will stun enemies in it, but I like the 1% cooldown reduction for each enemy cursed up to 20%. So if I can get that 20% cooldown reduction, that's just more Land of the Dead, more killing things. Our main damage ability is Core Plant. Target an enemy, summon a projectile, a nearby corpse that causes 1,750 damage as cold. Enemies become brittle. I'm running the Brittle Touch, so they become brittle, and it increases their chance to be crit by 5% for 5 seconds each time they're hit by Core Plants. So staff up that crit chance, just deal more damage. With this, I've thought about running Pain Enhancer, I believe is the name of the gem. Whenever you crit, it makes them bleed, and you increase your crit chance for every bleeding target, or increase attack speed for every bleeding target. That would also combo with the Bone Storm, because the Bone Storm is just going to be hitting everything, proccing bleeds, increasing my attack speed, which just means that I'm getting more hits and getting more Corpse Lances in my time. So Bone Armor is a big part of this. Costs 10 essence, 10-second cooldown, rip bones from nearby enemies, dealing 125% weapon damage as physical, increased armor that reduces damage taken by 3% per enemy hit up to 10 enemies, and it lasts for 60 seconds. So it lasts for 60 seconds, you can activate it every 10, essentially should never be down. And then I'm running the Harvest of Anguish, which it increases my movement speed by 1% for each enemy hit. I don't know about this. Right now I'm using that because A, it gives me cold damage to go with my lost time, and B, the increased movement speed. So getting double of those movement speed stacks going just helps. So it'd be a 15% extra movement speed for this, up to 20 from my lost time, so an extra 35% movement speed from the skill and items. And then Land of the Dead, Frozen Dead. All corpse skills can be used at will for 10 seconds. Enemies in the Land of the Dead are periodically frozen. So this is the main thing I'm relying on to get that extra damage. So for my passives, I'm running Blood is Power. After cumulatively losing 100% of your max life, all ability cooldowns reduced by 20%. It cannot reduce an ability cooldown more than once for each time that ability is used. So every basically 10 times I use Blood Rush, it will reduce my cooldown of Land of the Dead by 20%. That's the main deal here. I'm using Overwhelming Essence, increase my essence by 40%. This is kind of debatable. I'm trying to determine if I want to run this or if I want to use Dark Reaping. If I was using Dark Reaping, I have to switch some stuff around. Put my Reinhardt in the cube, and then probably be running the Curse Scythe in my hand. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but I'd be running that in my main hand instead. Gain 2% essence and life per kill while using a scythe. I'm not 100% convinced on this. I mean, Final Servant might be something, but right now I'm using Overwhelming Essence because I have the Shadow Hook in the cube, which we'll talk about in a second. So, third one, standalone. Since there's no pets in this build, the only minion I necessarily will have will be my Templar sometimes. So it increases my armor by 100% and it's reduced 10% for each active minion. So I get increased armor by 90% essentially. And then Spraying Malediction, 1% damage bonus for each enemy afflicted by one of my curses. So just by using that Decrepify, then I'm getting increased damage. So we'll go over here and look at my cube, and you can see the stuff that I'm running in my cube. So I'm running Relina's Shadow Hook. For every point of maximum essence, it increases my damage by 0.05%. That's the reason I'm running it. It also increases Bone Spike to gain additional essence, but that's not why I'm running it. Though I am using Bone Spike, but that's not the reason. I don't really have a essence spender other than Bone Armor itself. So normally I'm going to be at 100 at max essence all the time. So in this case right now I have 306 essence, so I'm 0.5, so I'm dealing an extra 152% or 153% damage with the Relina's Shadow Hook. Keeler Caress, while above 90% resources, all damage taken is reduced by 50%. Like I said, I don't have a spender really, so this is just another survivability tool, as it should pretty much always be active. So Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I'm testing this out. I haven't ran the build with it yet, so we'll kind of see how it does now. My only resource spender I have is Bone Armor. So if I'm casting Bone Armor on cooldown though every 10 seconds, or actually less because of the cooldown reduction I have naturally, every time I'm casting that Bone Armor, I'm reducing the cooldown of my Land of the Dead by a second. I don't know if that's going to be valuable enough, you know, getting a second off the cooldown every 7 seconds or whatever, 6 seconds that I can cast Bone Armor, and I'm not really good about casting Bone Armor exactly when it comes off. So I'm not sure this is going to do a whole lot. Before I started using it, I was using the Wisdom of Kalman here, which increases my maximum stacks of bone armor by 5, so 15 stacks instead of 10. But I'm going to test this Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac so I can get more Land of the Dead procs. So let's go ahead and we'll jump in. I only have it on Torment 10 right now. I can probably go up because I've ran Greater Rifts higher than that, but we're gonna go up. I ran a 52 yesterday. Let me see if I can bring up the leaderboards, if I can remember. Okay. So I finally kind of got this build worked out and figured out last night, and I ran Greater Rift last night. So let's just look at friends or whatnot. So right now I've done a 52 and 823. So I'm kind of behind a couple of my guys. Last night when I stopped playing, I was the highest on the list. So it looks like they've been doing some work. But 52, level 52 I did in 823. So we'll jump into, just go the highest I can go, 54, go from there. Alright, so that was probably a bad idea to teleport into the middle of there and then activate bone armor. I just want to find an elite pack so that I can just activate my Land of the Dead. This is not going well for me. They're not standing in my bones room. See, like I said, I'm not like a great player, so I gotta remember that. And I'm still working this out, so like I don't play it the best to begin with, and I still couldn't get out of that. I'm really bad. This is not going well, and I'm awful. Alright, so this is going a lot better. I kind of got. This is also my first like rift of the day. I haven't played the game at all before like this time right now. Sometimes I have to dance around like that because I come across an elite pack and I haven't quite got my Land of the Dead back up. Shouldn't have activated that. That was a mistake. Well. Yeah, I was right there next to the one and picked it up. Oh, I was just about to activate. So I can definitely deal a lot of damage to rift bosses if I don't suck. So I definitely think it definitely has potential, but we will just have to keep working on it. I know that I'm not the greatest player, but hopefully I can get somebody that is a good player to play this build and get it to work out better. I just got another Rylena's Shadow Hook, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if having the other passive, having the extra 5 stacks of bone armor would have made much of a difference due to, like, to keep me alive more so I don't die as much, but then, you know, reducing how often I can use Land of the Dead. Obviously is kind of high priority. So having that extra cooldown reduction just seems like from having the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac would be better. But I don't know. So now I'll have to just keep testing. And I don't know if the Myrnae would have given me more health back then I was reducing damage. A lot of the problem is just wading through the trash to get to the elites and staying alive. It reminds me kind of like the Mana Altea Wizard, where you're just trying to blow everything up during your cooldown, and then you're just trying to stay alive while you're outside of the cooldown. And I'm not sure if this is the best set to be running it on, because that Land of the Dead Corpse Lance combo can be used in any build basically, but using it here with retarded. Using it here with Rhyme Heart just seems like a good fit. Let's see how fast I did it. Oh, I already closed it. So one of my other options that I'm not sure if it's something that I should do would be to run, where's it at? To be running Trego's Corroded Fang and using this as my weapon, which is significantly worse than my Rhyme Heart, so I don't know. But using Trego's Corroded Fang and just for the extra 171% increased damage against cursed enemies, and I can put this in my cube as well, but I think right now, like because I have obviously another build set here, I kind of want to keep it. Let's see, don't matter, I don't think. Strain 1.7, 2.7, so that one's better. Oh yeah, got that. Well, still kind of crappy, but at least it's something. We'll be right back. I'm trying a little different idea for the start. Taking all that damage from those guys are a pain in the dick. I hate to do this, but I think the problem I'm having is I just don't have anything to survive other than damage reduction. So every time I'm using, so probably using the potency so I can use blood rush twice isn't the best option. Away, you piece of shit. I think I just need to try to get off this level with the succubi. This level is all full of shit that I don't want to fight. don't know why that one wouldn't take damage. That's stupid. Oh my god. Look at this. Frustrated. The character won't move. There are like no elites on this whole level. So stupid. This is just pissing me off now at this point. me off. I need to change something. An ancient is quite nice. I don't know what I need to change here. I think I need more survivability, obviously. Killing stuff isn't an issue. Killing stuff isn't the issue. Maybe I should go instead of yellow gems with greens or diamonds. Not sure how many death breaths I have right now. I have like none. So, need to run some rifts or bounties. Run some regular rifts, I guess. Maybe that's what I should be running is the Fueled by Blood for the extra healing globes. Now that I think about it, that's probably like I should be running instead of the max essence. And then I think I switched to using the Corroded Fang. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do necessarily. Alright, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Skills, passive, overwhelming essence, I'm gonna go with life and death. And then I believe that instead of using the shadow hook in the cube, I think that I want to use Turgo's Corroded Fang, but I want a second one, so I think I need to run a lot of rifts, because what's going to end up happening. I can get Desprus. Let's update this. I want it to be a size. Goes colored flame. Use maximum X. 2 life from death, or while using a size gain 2% life per kill. Life per kill or life from death. Life from death, I don't know. It might be better to, no, because I'm not using a scythe, I'm using a sword, so obviously that wouldn't work. So whichever one I get a better of, either between Triggle's Corroded Fang and Rhymeheart. Right now my Rhymeheart is better than my Trigles, so we'll keep that, and then try to get one or the other. I assume I'll get a Trigles first, because it took forever to get a Rhymeheart to begin with, but I've only got one Trigles, so 6%.
Who are you talking to?
Stream.
Ah.
Who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking, I was listening to you.
No, you're talking to me. Duh.
Well, I guess. Guess if you want to get technical.
Somebody else to talk to, so I'm not just talking to myself. I'm trying to figure this build out. It turns out that I just suck at this game, so I just screwed that up.
Well, I mean, so does everybody.
Well, not everybody.
No, everybody means everybody. Everybody sucks at this game.
So my movement speed is 22% speed. That's awesome. Just off of gear, 22%. I only need 3% in Paragon. I'm wasting Paragon points.
Wasting all of the points. Yeah.
I just wanted to dump a bunch of vitality in, but I guess it doesn't help a whole lot. Like, defenses are better than life, because my one ability costs me life.
Voila! I have appeared.
Well, I don't think I need that in. Well, right now I'm still using Shadow Hook, so I should just do that.
Player is too close. Oh, you're over there. Okay.
Yeah. I was doing normal rips, but I just haven't closed this yet.
I was gonna say, like, I thought you were still in there.
No.
Yeah, I power leveled Cody today. He's level 7 Paragon now.
Okay.
Of course, out of everybody, he's doing a Necromancer build. Ooh.
Well,
guess
yeah,
what build he's gonna go for?
It's the newest thing. I don't know. I bet it's different than mine.
It most likely is. You're building whatever the hell you're building. So, but he's building pet build.
Well, yeah, because that's what everybody's starting set is. So everybody goes pet build first. That's what I did.
Ooh, look at me.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Look at my gear set.
I see you're white and stuff.
No, like can't you see my like the gear that I have on and everything?
Yeah, why are your boots black and everything else is white?
No, I mean, like, oh my gosh, I hate you.
I'm looking at it. What do you want me to see?
Like, can't you look at what I have on?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm like, I'm looking at it. What do you want from me? Oh, inspect. So you're Roland, and you got Nemesis Bracers, and Thunderlord's Vigor, and a Golden Flint, and Denial. Nice, you actually got like most of the gear you need.
I actually got all of the gear that I need.
Are you supposed to be using? Oh, I guess so. Gain damage reduction equal to lock chance. So I guess Justice Lantern. I was like, are you supposed to be using Justice Lantern?
No, I mean, that ring slot is supposed to be Unity, but I don't actually use Unity, so it's just another ring.
Gotcha.
And then Nemesis Bracers, because RJ got me a Nemesis Bracers.
Yeah.
But everything else is the build.
Are you supposed to be using like strong arm bracers or something?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep doing some normal riffs.
Yeah, let's do it. I need to grind out some.
I just need
Griff
Death
Stones.
Breath because I want. I guess Griff Stones will help too, but I want Death Breath because I wanna. I need a different scythe, so.
This is Torment 10. I can't stand in explosions that long.
Oh my god. Why can't I get greater rifts like that where there's 3 elite packs like right together and I can murder all of them at once?
And especially like right at the beginning.
Oh, here's
like, that was
another one
fantastic.
too.
On my way.
It was a double again. Maybe it wasn't. That one just looked like it was a elite, but it wasn't.
Don't worry, I'm actually doing provoke. So whenever I
Here's a blue pack.
excellent. Whenever we get out of here, you need to look. You need to look at what I have in my what is it called? My cube. You need to see what's in my cube.
What's in the cube? Kind of like what's in the box.
What's in the cube? So I got a weapon that
Where are these riffs like when I'm doing greater riffs? Oh my god, there's like
it's all because of me, man.
Pack after
I'm amazing.
Pack.
I'm amazing, don't you
Look
know?
at it, here's another one, like
Don't worry, I don't do any damage in T10. I just AoE stuns for days is what I'm good for in T10.
Death Breath.
Yeah, I found a weapon that I put into the cube that had the passive ability of every minute for a minute you gain one of your laws.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I now have that one as active, and I have 2 laws active at a time. One for a minute, one for 8 seconds, I think.
Alright. These succubuses need to die.
1.4 billion on a crit. The highest I've seen so far. Cold.
Apparently didn't get any worse. Thought it did. Must have just been math. Probably strength, intelligence, dexterity, resist all, vitality.
I have 114 death stress.
Really?
Yeah.
I've used so many trying to get items, like... Yeah, I've used so many trying to get items. I have 34.
Wow.
like the worst that it can roll.
Always happens.
6 to 10%, and I got 6%, of course.
That's how it rolls every time, all the time.
Well, I now have 0 death threats.
Wow.
So I went from like 34% cooldown reduction to 46, so
Not bad.
I'm in the rift. Just FYI. There's like multiple shrines like right when you come in.
Oh, I was looking at a set. Oh good, they explode.
There's another shrine right up here.
Excellent.
There's a blue right here.
Oh, I didn't even see him. I'm staying in. Alright, so explodey things don't hurt me as much as I thought. Were you fighting a jailer?
No.
Huh.
Nope.
I just got jailed.
Something's a Waller. Those don't say Waller. Oh, he's a Waller. The boss was, but the minions weren't. That's right back where we were.
Ooh. Oh, and a set piece. Oh my gosh. There's a second floor.
I had a legendary over there.
Ah. Got an elite pack.
Pylon over here, an elite pack.
Alright, I'll be right over. The elite pack that I'm fighting just pushed me out of their bombs.
I just spawned the Rift Guardian too.
I'm gonna go click it. Okie dokie.
Max down blood charge. Don't close it.
I'm not. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mystery things. The shield of the steed. It doesn't do anything. That's horrible. Why would anyone use that? I got yet another Rogar's huge stone.
Yeah, that's a pretty common one. I got
I keep
band of hollow whispers and a grasp of essence.
I keep getting trash out of all of this.
You're good, right? I can close it.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I guess the Blessed Hammer build does run Towers of the Light, so I guess I got one set piece for a better, a higher tier
Set
thing. Yeah. Run. Yep, I have 3. I have 3 pieces out of the set.
Gotcha.
Besides the Pledge and Rose, which I already have. So I need everything of the light. I need a Sacred Harness.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna miss you, but...
And I need Convection of Elements and Joanna's Argument. Are you good to go in again?
Non.
Non?
I said hold on.
I mean, I was just gonna open another one just so we had it open.
That's fine. I don't know, they changed stuff on Twitch. I can't figure out. There it is. Never mind. Alright. Ready whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out where my... There it is. Percent dodge, but... I guess that's good. Are you strong enough, Nephilim? Oh, we'll soon find out. Hey, look!
Oh, treasure goblin.
I got a blue pack.
Yeah, I'm right here with you.
Are you sure that this is Torment 10?
Yeah. That's alright at the top.
Because I'm actually killing things. I don't know why. So today it was hilarious. We were grinding Cody to get to level 70, so we were going into rifts. And RJ was with us and everything.
Yeah. He was on when I first got on. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, he went to go watch a movie or something like that. That's what he told me, at least. But in the rift, we had a spawn of like 10 goblins. Had to have been 10.
Was that a bandit shrine?
No, it was just 10 goblins in the same area.
Oh yeah, randomly you'll come upon like the goblin camps. Like just a bunch of goblins in a room.
Yeah.
I call them camps, but they're not really camps.
And during that entire thing, Cody DC'd.
Of course he did.
Yep.
Here's a shrine. Channeling. Or not channeling, a conduit.
I got the way out over here.
Well, there's a shrine over here.
I know, I'm coming back.
I'm lagging all of a sudden.
Maybe it's because you're killing everything way too fast.
There's another shrine. Alright, now we can go the way out. Unless you want to keep going that way.
Nah, that's fine. Haha! I tricked you!
Another goblin.
So how much damage does your basic auto attack do?
I mean, I don't have a basic auto attack. You talking about the little one? Like 512 million? Oh, that was the wrong button.
Gotcha.
There you go, searching for an elite pack to make this worth it. Of course not. Just wasted that.
I got it, and oh gosh, there's, it looks like 3 things over here. Stupid wormhole. Oh, I only got 1 keystone from it?
Well, everything, keep that one.
Oh, I'm sorry, I zoned out there for a minute.
No problem. I'm actually going to take a little break and eat some food. I'll probably be back on. It'll probably be an hour, so you might be getting off by then.
I don't have work tomorrow, so I'll be staying on.
Okay. Alright, I'll talk to you later then.
Okay.